Hello. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Make way for the King. You might not realise it yet, but what's just happened is you've just met me. You've stumbled upon me. It wasn't long ago that a few friends of mine got together and sort of made an approach to me in the pub and said, Rick, you know you're pretty good on that machine, that quiz machine. He wants to be a millionaire in the tap room. I said, yeah. They said, well, have you never thought, now you're semi-retired and you haven't got as much to do, just becoming like a worldwide oracle, a fountain of knowledge, let people tap into the enormity of your experience in life and your 62 years of accumulated, unquestionable brilliance. Well, I went, yeah, I get that. How do you fancy? It was put to me. I thought they were going to say, do you want to join the pub quiz team? But it was a bit more than that. It turns out that what they're suggesting is this, and they suggested starting a YouTube channel and becoming available to every Tom, Dick and Harry on the planet. They said, do you reckon you could do that? I said, of course I can do that. I might not be able to help every single person on the planet because there's a few issues here. I don't speak all the languages of the world. They said, you've got Google Translate. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Then in that case, I can get through to a few more people. And so I spent a day on the internet and I've come across a lot of interesting stuff. I'd never really watched it. Lots of fast-talking Americans were there and little young people without much life experience, but they could talk fast. And they were chatting on about this, that and the other. And they're saying, hey guys, 2023, if you ain't got chatbot CBT or something and AI picture drawing and all that, you just stand no chance in the world. And I thought, well, yeah, I'm not quite sure. Hold on to your horses here, because I'm not actually sure that that's correct. There is another way. My way. LoFi. Considered. Sorry, I was just considering that. A slow level of presentation, so things go in rather than just being fired out like a machine gun at you, and you're sort of left thinking, well, I missed all that. Anyway, I'll have to watch it from the beginning again. Anyway, the upshot of that, I've done a bit of research and I've come up with a list of things where I think I've got specialist knowledge, and I made a list of all them, and my intention now is to become one of the leading YouTubers on the planet from my caravan here in Morecambe. Like I say, like they said to me, and I'll say to you, I've stopped working now. I've got a lot of time on my hands. So a lot of people need help with a lot of stuff, and I know lots of stuff. Just as an example, I've got a list here, so you might see me looking down at the list. I don't think that's regarded as professional when you're talking to camera, but I have to do that because I forget them all. So I've got a list of things here like Joyce's message. Joyce's message was a moment in my life where somebody very special came into my business and sat opposite me at my desk. What went on in those 20 minutes, I will never forget. You'll have to sign in and subscribe to find out what those things were, because I'm going to start with that one. But you'll find it a revelation. It may change your life, your approach to life, and the way you look at life and the people you come across within it. I'd like to think so. Anyway. So, other categories that will excite you, I'm sure. Watching animals to understand what animals do, the way they behave. They get things far better organised and sorted out than us sentient beings who are a bit basically head full of shit. And we don't need that. We just need to cut things back to the basics and listen to our instincts and respond to those. Watching animals. Be good on that. Dowsing. How to breathe properly. And I mean properly. I don't mean we can all breathe. I know you're breathing now. I can see you. But there's breathing and there's breathing. And I can let you into a few secrets on that one. Introspection and the art of looking inwards instead of looking out at the bigger picture. Bollocks to the bigger picture. It's all happening in there. It's all formed in there. All the big picture's in there. As well as the little picture. You'll gain something from that one when you see it. Nature's design. I know we've got AI now designing stuff, but nothing's going to beat Mother Nature's. Fractals, the golden ratio, they exist for good reasons. They are part of the blueprint of the universe, and whatever you read and think about, like when you get a spirograph and things like that, they're good, but they're not that good. Having compassion for others and yourself. Practicing self-love. I love myself. I love myself to sleep most nights. So, other things. How to draw and all the influences that are around us all the time, buzzing around. How to sample and indulge yourself in things, but don't go into them lock, stock and barrel. Let's look at most of the spiritual disciplines. What I've come up with is an amalgam of all the best bits. Qigong, Tai Chi, yoga, Pilates, that sort of stuff. You get the picture. Reiki, healing, moving your energy about, feeling your chi, knowing that there's something more than just your body going on. Working with the senses. All these things will bring fresh perspectives to your life about what you are as a person. We're not just the body and the flesh. We're not even that. We're the bit that sits somewhere about here and watches everything that's going on. The things that we're doing. Our guide. The thing that guides us. I'll teach you about that. Non-attachment. Simplicity. Purpose. Feeling worthy of contentment. Contentedness is considerably more important than happiness. Everyone seems to be looking for happiness. If you develop a sense of contentedness in life, and you've got a high level of contentedness in life, you've set the bar to have lots of happy events happening, greater moments than that. If you're not content with life, you don't even get to see happiness. Never mind experience it. In fairness, happiness is fleeting. But again, I'm not going to give too much away because I'll go into greater depth when the time comes. Anyway, so that just gives you a flavour. I'll also be talking about fly fishing for mullet. How dragonflies mate. Things I've seen in life, things that are special. And things like my flirtation with death, because I went very close to death by choice. It was my decision. I went down the field with a rope. I was going to hang myself and stuff like that. I've got it all documented on video as well, which, funnily enough, I don't know why I bothered setting the camera up. It was not much point at the end of the day. But I did make a nice video afterwards about why I didn't kill myself, and I suppose that's the one that has the lesson attached to it, and you'll love watching that, I tell you. Anyway, I'm sure you're now salivating at the prospect of coming back and subscribing and seeing me again. So I'm going to leave it right now because it says here I've done 10 minutes. And I said, one of the blokes on these things said, hey guys, don't do more than like 8 minutes or something like that with your broadcast. So I'm going to stop now. But don't forget to click me, like me. Oh, thanks. And then subscribe so you get more of my wisdom on a daily basis. You, my friend, will not regret that. Bye-bye.